Rich, are these City Connect jerseys? There's nothing special about them this year.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't
They're
like
like
them.
a darker black with a
Are you talking about
darker,
Pirates?
yeah, darker
Yeah,
black with a darker gold.
Did you see
There's
what they did
and
for
they
nothing.
the?
have red.
Did you see what they did for
Uh
Baltimore?
huh.
It says freaking Be More on it.
Yeah, but there is nothing, and the rock means nothing.
What do you mean it's
That
red?
green. There is nothing Pirates that says red.
What do
There's
you mean?
red in
I
the
have it as
logo.
black.
That's not the one that was leaked out earlier today. Or no, it was. Look on it. Does it show you the sleeve?
Maybe the Yankee City Connect jersey could be a picture of my forehead. I'll ask me and Michael about it.
Nice.
Rich, I am not finding anything. Like it doesn't even show the jersey.
Yeah, I saw that it was on
And there's
Facebook
like
earlier today.
the only red is the pirate bandana.
It was, and then it was in the flag that was at 1887.
You mean
There was
that?
red in the flag too.
You mean that? Or is the other side
That's
like
not
that?
the flag. That's not the flag that was leaked earlier today. Not the jersey that was leaked earlier today.
I'm not seeing the other sleeve, so I have no idea.
Yeah, but it had. Remember when the Pirates had that logo in the '90s that had all the red in it?
I don't remember. I think that's when they were actually winning. Oh, I'm just
Might
kidding.
have been when Jose Guillen played in like '98. He made the craziest throw maybe I've ever seen when he got a guy at Coors Field.
No, it may have been Barry Bonds before he juiced himself up.
Or are you talking about these weird things?
No.
All right, guys. I'm surprised. I'm surprised, Marcus, you didn't say the
I'm
hurricane because
I
I
don't have
thought
a crazy I don't have a crazy hurricane story that like ruined shit. I mean, the only crazy one I have was somewhere where we evacuated. It shifted more that way, and it broke a levee, and we had to freaking leave that area too. That's the only crazy hurricane story I have.
well, I think the craziest weather story I went through was Hurricane Ian, when I slept all 15 minutes the day before Ian hit, and we could actually hear the wind blowing against the shutters. And actually, one of those shutters came undone, and luckily, house was fine. But the craziest hurricane! Oh my goodness, what?
Adam, look at the screen.
That's awesome.
That looks like dog crap.
PGH.
That's the one sleeve.
That's one.
That's the one sleeve. That looks
Yeah,
like crap.
that's the pirate emblem from what 2004.
Something like
Why
that.
would Paul Skeens would never dare to wear that? Are you kidding me?
If he's getting paid millions of dollars, he'll wear it.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
but
looks
Livy
like-
Dunn's gonna be like, "What the hell are you wearing, boy?"
That looks like ass. And there is nothing in the Pirates uniform that says red.
We were red back in a long time ago.
All I can tell you is that right there is garbage.
That emblem is
Sorry.
from 1997,
Sorry, guys.
Rich, that pirate is from 1997 to 2013.
I understand that. That's what I was telling you.
I didn't like those jerseys either. But we also had red in our jerseys from 1915 to 1919, 1908 to 1909, 1934 to 1947. At least, and it'd been cool if they would have went back and did the 58 through 66 pirate. That would have been cool.
I just wish they'd have just left it alone.
They should have done the 48 through 57. The year Honest Wagner was the head coach.
I was plenty happy with the ones I had last year. Those gold shirts, the gold jerseys with the black writing on them.
Yes, the red jersey vest, Marty. That was the Jason Kendall year, I believe. Maybe Chris Benson.
Yes. And I hated those uniforms.
The red was okay.
Red, no. Sorry. I'm a traditionalist. Pittsburgh is black and gold.
Oh,
But
we
we
know you're a
haven't-
traditionalist, Rich.
Rich, we haven't been black and gold forever.
He's talking about the traditional colors of the Steelers and the Maulers before they went extinct. And
The Maulers were orange.
And the Penguins and the
the
Pirates.
Maulers were orange and purple. I have that jersey.
no, but remember 2023 they went to black and yellow.
Yeah, when the Maulers were purple and whatever, those were god awful uniforms.
I know those were bad.
That
Oh,
was in 1984, 83, 84 jerseys. You know they practice
it's
over
hurt
at
my
Moore,
feelings.
they practice over at Moore Field in Brookline. Do you know that, Rich?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. We used to have Little League practice and then maybe Little League. I'm not sure what year it was, but they would. But after our practice, they would come down and play on Marty Field or Moorfield. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
It was pretty cool.
Hey, I got a question for you guys very seriously.
Sure.
Because since we got 5 out of our 6 that we had last night when we did the baseball show, I do have 2 questions for you guys that we didn't do last night. So, who will be your dark horse team this year? The team that nobody expects to do any good that you think is going to do well.
I said it.
And
I said it last
what
night.
is your hot take for the season? It could be a player, it could be a team. What is your hot take for the season? You know, something like the Pirates are going to win the World Series, or something like that. You know, that
Don't make our people laugh, Rich.
I said it was a hot take.
Oh,
All I'm saying is, you know, so who do you see as your dark horse, and what is your hot take for the season? Jamie, you want to start?
My dark horse is the Cincinnati Reds.
really? I picked them
Yes.
in the division.
I picked them second.
Oh yeah, I picked
You won the division. I like it. I like your choice.
And my hot take. Let's see. What is my hot take? The Toronto Blue Jays will not win the AL East this year.
Okay, that's fair. Who wants to go next?
My hot take, and I said it last night. My 7th place team will come out of the AL East. It'll be the Rays as the 7th place team in the wild card. As far as our division, the Guardians take last.
Ooh.
You're welcome, Adam.
Who's next?
Here you go. My hot take: Tarek Skruber tears his elbow and goes through Tommy John.
Boo!
He already
What?
did that twice. It ain't gonna happen again because he's went 2 whole seasons already without having it happen again.
So it's bound to happen again. Don't put my Guardians in last place. I'll do horrible hot takes on your team, Jeremy.
It's okay.
Okay.
No, no.
I just had to do that to talk shit.
Jeremy, I know. I was just talking shit too. Jeremy, you still like you took Arizona coming out of the West, and that's my dark horse. No, Terry
right.
Scribble. I hope he doesn't tear his elbow, but for Jeremy's sake, you know we got shit talk. But I like the A's. I think the A's are going to be all right in that West Division somehow. I don't think they're going to finish in last.
It's a good hot take. Marcus, Dylan, who's going to go next? Go ahead.
What's going
Well,
on?
everybody
I'm
jump
sorry.
on.
You need to keep
I'm-
your head.
Your hot take for the season and your dark horse for the season.
and this
It could be a player, a team, whatever.
for what? What sport?
Baseball.
Major League Baseball.
Shit.
You should have went with that part, Rich.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been bad.
That would have been awesome.
Well, I'm gonna be biased when I say that. I mean, not biased because I care about this team. It's just that's all I've freaking been seeing the last week. My hot take for MLB probably gonna be the Yankees because that's all people have been talking about lately. Is damn Yankees. This is gonna be their year, and they're gonna end the Dodgers for preventing a three-peat and maybe a damn strike. Dark horse. Fuck it, I'll be biased again. I'm gonna go ahead and say my Astros are the dark horse.
Patty, that's
Not a
awesome
bad
that
pair
you're
of
going to
picks.
2 games out there in Arizona against the Tigers. That's awesome.
That should be cool.
That is great.
I've never been to that park.
By the way, Patty, bring your swimming trunks and go swimming in Chaseview.
They got that pool out there.
Yep.
All right, Dylan, who you got?
I'd rather be last. Rich, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to do my dark horse or my hot take based off of what I did last night in our picks by picking Skeens to win the MVP and the Cy Young. I'm not going to make that my hot one. My dark horse this season. Okay, this is going to sound a little weird, but I think somebody said it last night and they had them in a wild card. I think the Miami Marlins are going to be pretty impressive this year. They got a bunch of young kids that don't know any better.
It had to be Joe.
I think
Was that Joe?
it may have been, but I think Miami is going to make a good showing for themselves, be around 500, and be in contention for a wild card spot, maybe even sneak into one. So that's my dark horse. My hot take for the season, it is a homer call on this one. O'Neal Cruz will go 40-40.
40 doubles, 40 stolen bases.
No, it would be 40 bombs, 40 stolen bases. You're the last one, Dylan.
I think the Athletics win the AL West this year. And I don't have one hot take. I have multiple hot takes this year.
Only one, Dylan. Only one.
No. I'm the big D. I can have more than one. I'm sorry. Okay.
He's pulling it out and just saying, "I got the elephant tree."
I think both New York teams missed the playoffs. And
look at Jamie's face. Holy cow! He's talking.
And you ready to hear this? I think Ronald Acuna steals more bases than what he did doing his 40-70 season a couple years ago. The Braves hired the first base coach who helped Juan Soto steal 1 million bases. Acuna is healthy. He was great in the WBC with Venezuela. I think Acuna is going to be a runner wild this year.
I will also be curious to see how many home runs are hit in Kansas City this year. They moved the fences in 8 feet or 10 feet, and they lowered them to 8.5 feet. So I'll be curious to see how many home runs get hit in that park.
That's going to help the Yankees.
Helps the Guardians.
I think those are all really good takes and really
Nobody
good
hits
dark
more home runs than the Yankees, though.
So what? You give up more runs based on your poor defense too.
Yeah, he doesn't even have a team you can fight back with, so it's not fun.
So here's a little bit. Here's one for all of us that show a little bit of where our heads are. You can't pick a stadium that you've been to.
Oh,
That ain't fair.
If you could go,
I've been to 18.
If you could go see your team play in one stadium, going off of what Patty was saying there. If you could go see your team play in one stadium, what stadium would you go see them play in?
In the NFL, the only one I haven't been to, and I really don't want to because I hate the team that much, that would be Lambeau.
Wait, is this NFL, MLB, or what's?
We'll do MLB. We'll do NFL and MLB.
Okay.
And
NFL and MLB.
And then if it's MLB, let me think. I haven't been to Wrigley yet, so I guess that'd be the other one.
Jamie?
I would like to see the Bills.
Wait a minute. You can't be biased toward your team.
He said,
Well, yeah,
your,
it's your
said
team
your
playing
team.
somewhere else. Yeah, your team playing somewhere else.
I would
I
like
can't-
to see the Bills either play the Steelers at Acrisure Stadium, formerly known as Heinz Field,
It's still
or
Heinz Field.
I would like to see it, or I'd like to
James.
actually see him play the Browns at Huntington Bank Stadium.
All the fucking stadiums,
what-
you say those two?
You know why the reason I say those two?
Because they're close?
Yes, they're close and they have grass fields. The new Bill Stadium is going to have a grass
Yeah.
field now too. We're joining the party with you guys now, which is great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Baseball.
Baseball,
Jamie,
James.
what about baseball?
I would actually like to see the Yankees play at the Rogers Center in Toronto. I've never been to see them play them in Toronto.
That'd be cool.
Uh,
That'd be cool. All right, Dylan, you're up.
Football. Let me think. What stadium? Well, I haven't been to a lot of NFL stadiums. I'm going old school in mine. I'm going Lambeau for football, Fenway for baseball.
Right. Marcus?
let's see. I've only been to like only 3 NFL stadiums recently, so I've already been to the 2 in Texas and of course my Superdome. But if I want to go anywhere, if I like to go see the Saints play anywhere, I like to go to 1 or 2 iconic places. I either like to go see them at Lambeau or go see them at Soldier Field.
The Astros.
Oh, and I've been to I've also been to, I don't even know what the Bengals stadium's called now. It was still Paul Brown Stadium when I went.
Yeah, it's something
Over
different
there.
now. It's so weird.
That's the only NFL stadiums I've been in were the Saints, Texans, Cowboys, and the Bengals. That's the only ones I've been in. But yeah, Lambeau or Soldier Field. MLB, like, let's see, I've old and new. Like, I've been in the Astrodome, been in Dyken Park. Rangers, I've been in both stadiums. Yankees, I've been in both stadiums. Mets, I've been in both stadiums. I want to go. I want to watch the Astros play at either Wrigley or, you know what? I want to go to the Bay Area
It's
and go to the
Paycor
Giants.
Stadium called Marcus. It's called Paycor Stadium now, the Cincinnati Bengals Stadium.
San Francisco looked like a beautiful. San Francisco Stadium's so fucking beautiful. Their little ballpark
Yeah.
right outside the Bay,
Oracle Park.
or I thought it was
Oracle Park, yeah.
Oracle Park.
Well,
Yeah.
it's funny because ever since they moved out of Candlestick when they were playing there, now that they moved to this new one in Santa Clara, they've had more injuries than any other team in the NFL.
I'm talking about the Giants. I'm talking about San Francisco
Oh.
Giants. Like, I'd like
Oh,
to go
Giants.
watch the Astros
Yeah.
play at, what is it? Not T-Mobile Park. That's the fucking Mariners.
Oracle. Oracle Park.
Oracle.
Home of the Giants. You can see
Yep.
the bay in the outfield, all that shit. Like, it's so damn beautiful. I'll go to San Fran before I go to LA. Real talk.
Adam?
What else
Me?
are we waiting on?
Earth to Adam. Convenient and Adam.
Oh, I didn't hear my name. Sorry. So been to Seattle, been to Chicago, I'd like to see Coors Field. I haven't seen Coors Field yet, so I'd like to see the Pirates play there. I'd like to see the Steelers. If I was doing a road trip, I'd like to see them in SoFi. I'd like to see that stadium.
All right. Cool.
I've been to 18 NFL stadiums, so
Superdome was one of them.
no, not yet.
NRG.
I've been to Enron though, or Minute Maid, whatever it's called now.
Or now it's Dyken Park, the Ice Box instead of the Chiefs box.
It was cool, and Minute Maid Park was probably one of the best parks I've ever been to.
They built it on right next to a train station, and the little walkway to go in the outfield was actually a train track.
I was so when we got to Minute Maid Park, Mark, we ended up talking to these people. They're like, "Oh, you guys are tourists," and the guy had permission to go around the whole stadium in all the sections. So he took me around out and so I got to tour the stadium during the game. It was pretty cool.
Rich could probably tell you this too. If you've ever been to Dyken Park, there's a fill-up fuel pump, a big giant gas pump in the outfield.
Mm-hmm.
They record every home run that's ever been in that ball field on the pump.
Yep.
And
Pretty
also
cool.
back
I think it's a
there
pretty cool.
is the Astros Hall of Fame now. Like it's all memorabilia of like Nolan Ryan and Billy Wagner and all of them. Jeff
Yeah, they got
Bagwell,
some really
Frank
cool
Gehry,
features in that stadium.
Jose
They
Cruz.
really do.
They named their
I would
they named their big jumbotron El Torito or some shit like that too.
Yeah. Well, I would love to see the Pirates play in Seattle. Haven't been to Safeco.
It's a nice park. It's a nice park, Rich. You like it.
As far as the Steelers, man,
Us too.
it's tough to not say Lambeau, but yeah, I guess it would be Lambeau. Now I'm sitting there thinking about it.
I'd like to get to Lambeau. I just want to say something different because two people already said Lambeau.
I just couldn't think of anything that was even the only other one that might be second to be sold. Well, I've been to Soldier Field though. I haven't seen the Steelers play, but I've been to Soldier Field.
I got one for you guys. What college venue that you have not visited or seen the game would you want to visit?
All the ones I want to see, I visited.
Marcus.
Let me go first. Because I've been to one shithole and I'd rather go to this place than this shithole again. I want to go to the big house.
Let me guess, you've been to Overrated State?
Oh, man, I wish I can find a way to post the video on here. When I went to my trip to West Virginia and Ohio, I'm going to run this real quick. They were doing like a junior day tour for all juniors, high school juniors and whatnot, and they had the stadium wide open. And I had on an LSU Columbia zip-up. And I went to the security guard and I was like, hey, I made up some like bullshit. Like, hey, I've traveled from around the country. I like to go towards college stadiums. Can I come see this one? And he just looked at me and what I was wearing. He said, you're not wearing that blue, so you're good. That's all he told me.
That being Pitt.
But I sat on the 50-yard line and I took my phone and I videoed around it. And then I flipped the camera. And I unzipped my fleece and had an LSU shirt on and hollered, "Go Tigers" in the stadium. But no, I've been SEC wise. I mean, I've been to Jordan Hare, I've been to Bryant Denny, I've been to Kyle Field, I've been to Texas Longhorns, I've been to Oklahoma, I've been to Vanderbilt, I've been to Florida. I'd like to go see Georgia. I've never been to Georgia yet, but outside
go
the
SEC, sick 'em.
I would love to go to the big house. Anything out west, I want to go to Nike Capital, Oregon, or go to Washington. Far East, I want to go to Happy Valley to say we're the real fucking Death Valley. And Big 12, anything else in the Big 12, I'd like to go to Iowa State. I don't know. Iowa State looked like they got a sick-ass campus.
Oregon State was pretty cool. The Beavers.
And Notre Dame. I want to go to Notre Dame's too. Touchdown Jesus. I want to go see Notre Dame Stadium as well. But I've seen.
This is why you and Michael get along so well, Jim.
All I know is when you look at it from the Goodyear blimp, it looks like a giant toilet seat, kind of like the Chicago Bears logo.
So, Jeremy, what college football venues have you visited?
Michigan, I did go to Overrated State once. I've been to Illinois. I've been to Indiana. I have been to Tennessee. I have been to Georgia.
One I want to see.
I've been to Florida. I've been to Florida State. That's all the ones I wanted to see. That's it.
I always wanted to see the Rose Bowl, the Orange Bowl.
Let's put it this way. Put it this way. Rich might
Michael's comment about Overrated State Stadium.
Rich might be like, "Are you serious, bro?" Every D1 Power 5 stadium in Texas I've been to except Baylor.
Oh,
I've been to TCU.
Mine's not bad.
I've been to TCU. I've been to Texas Tech. I've been to UT. And
Rice?
Houston, Rice. Never been to Baylor. I've never even been to McLean Stadium or whatever it's called. I heard it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's McLean. McLean is a nice stadium. It's not anything overly fancy, but it's a nice stadium. You got a nice view of the Brazos out the one end zone.
And I've been to SMU's, but SMU's is like in the
Texas
middle of
Tech.
fucking town. Yeah, I've been to Lubbock. I've been to Texas Tech. I've been to the Cotton Bowl. I've been to. Amon G. Carter was actually freaking nice as shit. If you've ever been to TCU's campus,
I've never been there. I've been to SMU. I've seen Houston.
yeah, UH, their stadium's a little. It's not as big, but they're trying to expand it because they a Big 12 school now. But I remember when it used to be smaller, TDECU stadium. And then, shockingly, I've been in every stadium in Louisiana except Nichols. I've never been in theirs yet, but I will this year because we're playing a high school team, a Catholic school where they play all their home games at Nichols. So I'll finally check Nichols off the list this year. But I'm going as a coach, not as a fan that's touring college stadiums. I'm gonna be on the fucking sideline, trying not to get ejected from a fucking referee.
Hey, by the way, Marcus, there was a high school basketball referee who lived two doors down from me. In the high school, while I was the hydration specialist, the head coach was next door to me. So we have a referee 2 doors down and a coach next to me. And we saw him in our district championship game, and I'm like, oh no, we're screwed, because he was the worst referee I've ever seen.
Last time I got a flag thrown at me for unsportsmanlike conduct, I told that ref, "You're gonna reverse that call now, or my newest attorney's gonna be your newest hemorrhoid."
Wow.
Rich is like, "What are you doing?"
I'm not saying a word. I mean, I've been to plenty of college stadiums just simply because of what I do. I could probably legitimately say I've been to probably 60 or 70 of them.
What's the one you haven't visited?
The one I haven't been to that I would really like to go to is probably, see, there's two I kind of go this way with. The Big House is one of them. The Big House is one of them. Notre Dame would probably be the other one to see a game. I've been to Notre Dame when there was nothing going on. I've seen the stadium, but I've never seen a game there. I would love to see a game at either the Big House or Notre Dame.
Well, most of the stadiums I saw, I just seen. Out of all the SEC stadiums I've been to, the only game I've seen outside of Death Valley was Kyle Field. Like, I saw them play A&M at Kyle Field. All the other ones were just, I pulled over and snuck in the stadium, or it was wide open and I took pictures.
See, when I was in Memphis, we were the affiliate for Mississippi State, so I got a chance to hit all those games in the press box and that kind of deal. So, the SEC stadiums, I've been in most of them. There's a couple that I haven't been, but I've been to most of them. Big 12, yeah. Well, the old Big 12. I mean, I haven't been to Cincinnati. I haven't been to Brigham Young. I haven't been to Arizona or Arizona State or anything like that. But
Colorado, Utah.
Yeah, I've done Nebraska. I've done Kansas. I've done Kansas State. All that.
Any of y'all ever been to any college bowls? I've only been to 3.
I went to two Orange Bowls at Hard Rock, and I saw 2015 would have been Baker, Mayfield, and Deshaun, and then 2018 would have been Kyler and Tua.
Wow. Last bowl game I went to, I watched LSU get their ass whooped by Kansas State in the Texas Bowl, but that was when the optioning out thing was like huge. This was like in 22, so like a lot of players were optioning out, and Ogeron wasn't there no more. They had the interim head coach before they signed Brian Kelly and all that shit. I've seen the Raging Cajuns play San Diego State in the New Orleans Bowl, and Jeremy's gonna love this one. I watched Michigan beat Tim Tebow and the Florida Gators in the Capital One Bowl in 2008, and I got to meet the Michigan football team at Universal Studios. And that's when I just decided, you know what? Fuck Tim Tebow. I'm going to root for Michigan. and Michigan beat Florida.
Amen.
I got to do a few Texas Bowls. Went to the Texas Tech LSU Texas Bowl with my wife.
Man, I would have
Because
loved to see. I wanted to see Mahomes play LSU. I wanted to see Mahomes play LSU, and I couldn't go. It was a Monday night and I had to work.
Yep. My wife is an LSU fan. I'm a Tech guy, so we ended up going down there, and it was the day after her birthday. So we went down for that. I've done Alamo Bowl. I've covered 2 Orange Bowls.
I've been to the Alamo Dome, but for the Royal Rumble. And how do you get away being a Tech guy when you also a Baylor guy?
Well, I covered Baylor. I like Baylor because I covered them all that time. But I'm a Tech guy. I've been a Tech guy since I was 7 years old.
So what was your reaction?
I was at the Independence Bowl. I was at the Independence Bowl a bunch of times. The Liberty Bowl, which you want to talk about a real toilet, that's the Liberty Bowl.
Nah, Independence Stadium is a shithole, the biggest shithole in the state of Louisiana.
I promise you, if you go that far, go ahead and go to Memphis. Go check out the Liberty Bowl and tell me that the Independence Bowl is AT&T Stadium compared to the Liberty.
I've been to Memphis, but I've went to Graceland and Beale Street. I've never been to the Liberty Bowl.
Yeah, Liberty Bowl is bad, man. They haven't done thing one to that joint in 50 years, probably.
I know they were renovating the shit in the last couple of years. Like half the bleachers were blown out for even when they had not the fucking the showboats when they had the UFL shit over there. Half the stadium was blown off. And then remember, speaking of former Memphis teams, remember y'all's the league y'all boys started, the Alliance of American Football, and they had the Memphis Express. Yeah, I was my team at that time.
And Jamie, what about your CFB adventures?
Syracuse.
That's the only one I've only been to is the Carrier Dome, and the Carrier Dome's awesome because it's indoors and they call it the Loud House. And what's cool about it is it's built like any other college team where the crowd noise is like intimate, and it's built where every seat in the house is like right on top of the field, which is cool.
I would love to go to a
the noise just bounces onto the field, and it just bounces everywhere off the roof and everything.
I want to go to a basketball game over there, but dream college venue for basketball, I want to go to Dean Smith.
Oh, 100%. If I could pick a college basketball venue, we're going to Fog Allen, baby.
Fog Allen's cool.
I want to go to Dean Smith.
I know I got to go. Rich got to go. I don't care if you boys all stay on and bullshit or not.
Okay, okay, for Rich, Adam, Marcus, Jeremy, Jamie, yours truly, opening night tomorrow. We've got Yankees,
the Yankees versus the Giants.
Yeah. Jamie's up first for opening day. Jamie's up first opening day. He got to step up to the plate first, and then we all follow behind on Thursday.
Yep, it's Max Fried's first opening, but the Yankees might only be going with a 4-man rotation until Cole and Rodon get back, because they don't know if Luis Hill's going to be the 5th guy, but we'll see. The only thing I like that they did, though, was they put their 4 best arms that they think are going to work. That's the only thing about it.
I miss Garrett Cole.
All right, so thanks for hopping on, boys. And you know what? By the way, tune into Rich and Adam tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern for your...
9 Eastern, 8 Central.
For your showdown, for your Pittsburgh fun tomorrow.
Steel City Sports Talk.
Steel City Sports Talk. Marcus probably got about 8 shows coming up. And I bet you're going to have one about Houston this week, right?
Well, I got shit since Sunday. I've had shit every day this week. I did my first recording of Turnbuckle Podcast the other night. Last night we did what is it? Fans of the Diamond or some shit? Yeah, Fans of the Diamond.
Fans in the Diamond.
Tonight open mic. I got my show on the go tomorrow night. Thursday I'm gonna be on Rav's show. Friday morning I'll be on Ken and Ken in the morning on Huddle Sports. And Saturday I'm doing my second recording of the Cajun Turnbuckle podcast. So yeah, I'm talking Houston tomorrow. Opening day with the Astros. Houston fucking Gamblers coming up, starting the season. Houston Cougars versus the Big Ten in the Sweet 16. Yeah, I got all that.
Yeah, you're the only non-Big Ten team in your region, right?
Yeah, it's one Big 12 and 3 Big 10. Nebraska, Iowa, and Illinois, and we're playing Illinois.
But you get to play a home region, which helps.
Yeah, they only had to go 2.8 miles from campus to the Toyota Center. The shortest distance travel in Sweet 16 history.
How far did Butler have to go when that team played a Final Four in Indy?
Not that far. But I'm at Dirty South ENT _ on X. I still got Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube and all that other good shit, but that's only me on X.
All right.
Okay, for Rich, Adam, Marcus, Jeremy, Jamie, this is Dylan signing off on another Open Sports Mic, and we'll be back next week.